And we back because we black. And we back because we black. We back because we back. Yeah, we back. Yeah, we back. What's good? What's good? What's good, ladies and gentlemen? I ain't gonna count. We real ghetto today. Another live stream. Sitting up eating on the oatmeal. I don't know what time it is. How's everybody doing out there? How is everybody doing out there today in YouTube land? Hope y'all are doing well. Please hit that like button for a player on your way in and on your way out. Got the raisin oatmeal on deck. I'm about to get into the show. We are about to get into the show. I just want to make sure this is ready. Good morning, Monty. Good morning, Lady V. Good morning, Sister on a Mission. Good afternoon. Actually, I'm sorry, I'm talking this morning. I'm trying to. Okay. I want to make sure this is it. Make sure this is it. Okay. All right, that's it. All right. What's good, ladies and gentlemen? We are here. We are here. We are here. Live stream popping off. Live stream popping off. Live stream popping off. Boys and girls. It's been a good week. It's been a decent week. I can't complain. It's been a decent week. Got a lot of stuff to talk. A lot of stuff to talk about in the news. Sorry for being ratchet right now, y'all. But our main topic is going to be about the Atlanta nurses that got fired. I've been meaning to talk about this, but I just haven't got a chance to do it. I've been so busy, y'all. I'm getting ready to go on vacation tomorrow. I hope y'all ready for those vlogs. And for the full vlogs, y'all go over to the Traveling Heartbeats YouTube channel so y'all can get those full ones. But we're going to get into it. But before that, I wanted to talk about the gentleman Twitch. Now, apparently, another case of another celebrity unaliving themselves. I want to get into that because it's trending, and I think it's something worth importance of talking about. So I'm gonna pull the article up. How are y'all doing this afternoon, though? It's cold here in Michigan. I'm not feeling this at all. I'm not feeling this at all, ladies and gentlemen. But let me send some respect out there to the brother that lost his life. It's a sad situation. From what I know, he was 40 years old, 40 years of age, I believe, and I believe he also had a wife and children. And I believe it came out the day before yesterday that he I'm trying to get rid of this. Hide these. Yes, hide. I'm trying to let me see. Let me see. Let's just get into it. So his name was Stephen Twitch Boss. The Los Angeles County Medical Examiner coroner has confirmed that Stephen Boss, better known as the DJ and dancer Twitch, has unalived himself from a gunshot wound to the head, self-inflicted. The cause of death was widely speculated upon Wednesday when news of Boss' December 13th death was confirmed by his wife, the dancer and TV host Allison Holker Boss. The 40-year-old Twitch apparently had walked away from the family home to a Los Angeles hotel where he unalived himself. He was 40 years old. Now, this is a sad situation. It's a sad situation because someone lost a son, someone lost a husband, someone lost a father. It's people lost all the way around. And I'm not trying to get my conspiracy theory hat on right now. I'm really not, but I can't help it. This isn't to say that people don't do this. People do this, but to me, does it seem like it's a lot of funny things going on in Hollywood lately? I don't know. Like the energy just ain't been right. And yes, we know people, they die every day. But something about this story just don't seem right to me. I don't know. And again, maybe I could just be talking. Maybe I could just be talking. Maybe I'm just over analyzing it. Maybe it's a reach. You dig? Maybe it's a reach. But I don't know. Something about this just doesn't seem right. But I feel like it does gives us an opportunity to talk about, you know, depression, how people need safe spaces to talk about what may be going on uh before, you know what I'm saying? So it's a it's a sad situation. But before we get into it and I finish the article, I wanted to let y'all hear um I wanted to let y'all see some of his last videos, like 24 hours before he passed away. Um, and we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna break that down a little bit real quick. I just want to make sure that this is the right one before we get into the main topic. Okay, give me 1 second. And this is fair use. Fair use, fair use. Let me stop my player music. Fair use. Hold on, y'all.
Quick, man. I just wanted to say something real quick, man. I posted something yesterday about the Jacob Blake incident that happened. You know, seen the video, read things all about it, and just I posted it to raise awareness and also just to share an outrage, man. This is happening too much, and even my caption said, "Is this routine becoming familiar? The routine of posting um, about unarmed black folks being brutalized, and then following up with the hashtag justice for fill in the blank." And then in the comment section, everybody goes, well, what about Twitch, don't post that. Don't divide us like that. Don't push that narrative, Twitch. Like, yo, like I don't have to push the narrative. The narrative's already happening. And also for everybody that answered the post asking me about, well, what about the 5-year-old that was killed by this person? Yo, what happened to Cannon, that was awful. That was tragedy. That was tragedy. And justice is being carried out on the person that did that. If I'm not mistaken.
Now, from what it seems like to me, he seems very distraught over a situation that happened. You can see it in his eyes. You can see the pain in his eyes. You can see that he's just not with it all. And unfortunately, he's referring to situations that had taken place. And obviously, this has had a great effect on him, which is why he's making a video about it and talking to the world about it. And again, I do understand how some people are affected with bouts of depression, sadness, all those kind of things. So I have to be very careful with what I say when we talk about stuff like this. But just something about this whole situation does not sit right with me. I don't know. And again, once again, I could be just tripping, but let's continue.
What's going on, everybody? What's happening? A couple people kind of trickle in right now. How's everybody doing? All things considering, obviously. Sorry, my not straight at all, but we'll have to deal with that. What's going on, everybody? How we doing? Obviously, during this incredibly challenging time, like I think information and conversation is currency, man. So what I'd like to do is bring in somebody that's been heavy in the activist space, in the space of activism. Also an incredible dancer, incredible dude, to just have some open dialogue on ways that we can help, things that are going on. So I've got Jade, if you're in here, bro, please send me a request because I can't see your I feel like we've been speaking for a while, trying to find the perfect words to say to prove that our lives mean something. But there's I do see that there's like a huge support from allies of various colors and backgrounds and things like that. And then also too, I wanted to address that too. Somebody just wrote, there are not the right words. You just speak from the heart, and you're right. But when doing that, I think sometimes on social media, people get really offended if you don't say the right thing. And obviously because everybody's, really tense and sensitive, but I think we just sometimes got to be a little more patient with each other. There's Jade right here. Here we go.
You are most welcome to my YouTube channel. Make it a point to subscribe to my
Oh, well, that was that. Again, you have a lot of cases, and not just people who are in the entertainment industry, not just people who are in the spotlight, but you also have a lot of nurses that are also unaliving themselves because of the situations that they deal with. And I'm making this a point. I'm bringing this up because I really want to stress how important it is to talk to people, to go seek help, and don't be afraid of seeking help. I know sometimes, especially among men, um, our pride, our ego may get in the way, and we bottle everything up inside. And I think it's important to have a healthy outlet and have a safe space to talk amongst one another without judgment, without fear of being judged, because I think that is something that we suffer from as a community, especially in the black community, especially with black men. A lot of black men, they hold things in, they don't talk because they've been told that a man is supposed to endure. And that I do believe, but I do believe at the same time we are supposed to have healthy outlets for the things that may not be right in our lives. And, whether that be going to the gym or talking to other brothers that may be going through the same scenarios or situations that you may be going through, or somebody that can just help you, period. I don't necessarily think unaliving yourself is the way to go. Um, Especially if you have people that depend on you, and especially if you have like I said, they want me to stop eating. I'm gonna keep eating. It's my show. You ain't gotta watch it. You definitely don't have to watch it. I'm gonna keep doing it though. Um, but yeah. Anyway, all I'm saying is that you have to really be self-aware. And when you are self-aware of situations, I think at that point you can see when it's important that you may need to go get yourself some help. Mental health is just as important as your physical health, your body and everything like that. If you go to the doctor and having some nausea and vomiting, or you having chronic pain, I don't think you just want to sit there and endure the pain. You're gonna go to a treatment place or a treatment facility to try to alleviate some of those symptoms. And the same can be said with mental health. Now, again, back to the healthcare professionals. A lot of y'all work, 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 and work, and a lot of y'all got issues. A lot of y'all got problems going on at home. Then you got to come to work. You got to deal with the issues at work, and you got all kind of things that you're going through without giving yourself some sort of relaxation time, without giving yourself some sort of therapeutic treatment. Because nurses need that too. Healthcare professionals need that too, and not just healthcare professionals, but all people need that. All people need that. You dig? All people need that. And that's what I'm saying. Because you don't want to end up in a situation like this. Now, these kids, these children have to grow up without a father. You feel me? These children have to grow up without a father. And now they have to face the world without that kind of guidance. And again, you don't know what a person may be going through mentally, but when stuff like that happens, especially when you got a family that's dependent on you, this is the aftermath of the situation. Now, nobody asked to be sick. Nobody has to be sick, whether it be mentally, whether it be physically. But I think when you have people that rely on you, and I'm just speaking from my perspective, I can't speak on the behalf of someone who has done this or who has felt like they needed to do it. But when you have people dependent on you, like literally dependent on your success, you know what I'm saying? At that point, to me, especially if you got children and a wife, or if you got children and a husband, or whatever the case may be, um, it's no longer about you. They say when you have a child, your life is no longer yours. And I feel like that's the responsibility that you take on when you have those situations. And again, I've never been that down before. So I'm not gonna say that I'm an expert when it comes to that. Um, but have I had bad days? Yeah, I've been sad before. You dig what I'm saying? I wouldn't ever say I've been depressed. I've never been depressed. Um, because I've said before on previous shows, I really feel like black men don't have the luxury of being depressed. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people didn't like the way that sounded, but I really feel like that's true. You know what I'm saying? I felt like, and not necessarily looking at depression as a luxury, but the world, the world as a whole, I don't think the world cares. I'm just keep it real with you. I don't think the world cares. So it is up to you at that point to figure out, okay, this is the situation I'm in. Either I'm just going to get some help or I'm not going to get help. But when you got other people depending on you, it's important. It's very important that you do what you need to do to make sure your family is straight. Now, I don't know if he had life insurance or anything like that. I don't even know if life insurance covers the unaliving of yourself. I don't. I really don't know. I don't think it does. I've heard some life insurance companies do. I don't know. Hopefully his family is straight. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I just think it's a sad situation all the way around. Hopefully his family is okay. May he get the peace that he was looking for um in the next life or whatever you may believe in. And we can all learn from this. You got to take care of your mental health, especially when it comes to people that are in the healthcare field and the healthcare profession. A lot of y'all put a job before your own well-being. There was a lady at my job a couple of days ago. She was having not a couple of days, probably about a couple of weeks ago. She was having chest pains, right? She was having chest pains, real sharp pain going down her arm. And she was so scared that, she didn't want us to send her home because she was worried about getting fired and all that kind of stuff. But this lady was literally in tears because she was working and then her arm started hurting. She had real bad chest pain. So she was literally scared to go home because she was scared of getting fired. And I told her, like, hey, you better prioritize your health before you worry about some job, because soon as you hit the dirt, your replacement will be here. Go to wherever you need to go to and get yourself taken care of. And that's what I be talking about. I'll be like, it's shocking to me how some people will put their jobs over their mental health, over their physical health. Yes, you have to put in the work, but yourself also has to be a priority as well. You have to be a priority as well to yourself. So rest in peace to Twitch. I wasn't that familiar with him. I believe he was he was on Ellen, right? He was a dancer on Ellen. I think he was on that on Jennifer Hudson show or whatever. So yeah. But rest in peace. Hopefully his family finds peace, because that is nothing easy to deal with. But yeah. So, but anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I want to go on to the next topic. Our final topic before I go to work. These Atlanta nurses got fired. They were fired because they were making fun of people in the labor and delivery unit. Now, I'll be the first one to tell you that I don't ever want to be a nurse working in labor and delivery. No, thank you. No, thank you. And maybe these nurses, I don't know what the deal was, but I do know a lot of nurses are on TikTok and a lot of nurses do TikTok. I do TikTok. So I think a lot of it is just a creative outlet, something to do, But as a nurse, as a healthcare professional, CNA, whatever you are, I think when it comes to us, we have to be more careful than the average person, because there are HIPAA laws involved, and people hold you to a certain standard because you are a healthcare professional. You are dealing with people when they're at their most vulnerable moment. Yeah. So let's take a look at the video. I want to take a look at the video and I want to know what y'all think about it. I'm trying to let me see. So they were fired for this video. So let's take a look at it and see, and let me know what y'all think.
Can I take a shower and eat? What? My ick is when you ask me how much the baby weighs and it's still in your hands. Dad comes outside and asks for a paternity test right outside the room door. Saying you don't want.
Dang. She said that her ick is when the dad asks for a paternity test right outside the room door. That's wild. Now that one is wild. Yeah, that's crazy.
any pain medicine, no epidural, but you are at an 8 out of 10 pain with just a Cervidil, and you're still closed, fingertip.
When we've already told you to push a call light, but every 5 minutes, your
Excuse
family
me,
member coming
excuse
at the
me,
front
excuse me,
desk
can I have some water?
asking for something
Excuse me,
else.
can I have a blanket?
Another ick when you're going room to room between one baby mama and your other baby mama.
Oh no.
Ick.
What? One baby mama at the same time? Come on, man. Dang. At the same time, bruh. This is wild. Entertaining, but is it right? Let's keep going.
It's the unlimited trips to the nurse's station for me. My ick is when you come in for your induction talking about, can I take a shower and eat? What? My ick is when
That's the video. That's the video of the women presenting their ick. And that's the video that went viral on TikTok and got them fired. It got them fired. These labor and delivery nurses in Atlanta. Now labor and delivery is a specialty. Let's type up how much the average labor and delivery nurse makes. Let's find that out. Labor and delivery nurse salary. I know they pull in easy over 100K. But they said, and this is average, they're saying that the average labor and delivery nurse makes between 70,000 and 88,000 a year. I think that number has to be, I mean, okay, now it's by state. They say Tennessee, they make over 100,000, 130,000, Hawaii, 129,000. So again, they're making good money. And you know, they're not working that many hours. You know, they typically work their 3 days, 3 12-hour shifts per week, and they're making great money. Now, the hospital. Now, wait. Hold on. Let me get into the article. I'm about to pull up the article now. Let me get into the official article. Let me see. It says Atlanta nurses who mocked expectant moms in TikTok video fired from Emory Healthcare Hospital. It says they're no longer in labor. A quartet of Atlanta nurses have been fired for recording a viral TikTok video of them grousing about the irritating habits of patients they're tasked with and helping their families. Now, again, real quick. I understand where they're coming from. As a professional, as a healthcare professional, as a nurse, I 110% understand where the nurses come from. I think it was dumb that they made it at the hospital because it definitely looks like they were at their job, at their healthcare setting. I think it's one thing if they would have probably made it in a different place, maybe at their house or something like that. But I mean, because you really can't control how somebody talks freely at their house. And if they're, not putting anybody's names out there, I get it. But they're at the hospital, they made it on company time. It's just not a good look. It's not a good look. But anyway, it says a quartet of Atlanta nurses have been fired for recording a viral TikTok video of them talking about the irritating habits of patients they're tasked with helping and their families. We already told you to push the call light. One nurse says in a clip. But every 5 minutes, you have a family member coming to the front desk asking for something else. That's the quote in the article. Listen, that's facts. It's facts. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't gonna lie and say that this don't happen. It's facts. They put it in a video. You know what I'm saying? Somebody, it's a real thing. It happens. I don't know, like I said, if I would have particularly put that in a TikTok video though. But let me see. A colleague then enters the frame and does a sarcastic impression of a demanding relative. That's facts. That's facts too. That happens. It really does happen. You have family members who are ready to cuss you out. You have family members who are ready to call you all kind of names. There have even been cases of nurses being assaulted. So this is why when it comes to them being fired, I see both sides of the coin. From a personal standpoint, do I feel they should have been fired? No, I don't, because no names were mentioned in the video. Nobody knew where they worked until somebody put it out there. You know what I'm saying? So do I feel like they, on a personal level, should they have been fired? No, because I feel like nurses go through too much as it is. You know what I'm saying? Especially with the abuse that a lot of nurses have taken over the last couple of years. You about to go? Oh, it is? Okay, I forgot. All right. But on a personal level, that was my girl telling me something real quick. But on a personal level, I don't think so. But on a business level, I understand why they were fired. I really do. Because you got too many moving parts involved. The hospital, yeah, shout out to Sister on a Mission. The hospital is protecting itself from a lawsuit. Now they've been exposed because you probably had patients that work directly with these nurses that saw the TikTok video. They're calling the hospital like, hey, these nurses are making fun of a situation that I was in. You dig? So I get it. I get why they were fired from a business standpoint. If I'm the executive at the hospital, would I fire them? Probably. Because it's not good business to do something like that. It's really not. And it probably wasn't good business to keep them, to have them on the roster like that. But personally, do I think they should have been fired? No. Suspended? Yeah, probably. Reprimanded? Sure. It's already a nurse shortage at the end of the day. But again, I understand that the hospital probably doesn't want any lawsuits or anything like that involved. So they don't want to be involved in that. That's just bad press all the way around. So I understand both sides. I understand both sides of the spectrum. But let's continue with the article. Excuse me, she says. Can I have some water? Excuse me, can I have a blanket? 4 Emory healthcare workers appear in the minute-long clip. And it's crazy because a minute-long clip has cost them their jobs. Now, they're going to be okay. They're going to be okay. They didn't unalive anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, they didn't do any of that. They're going to be fine. They're probably, they probably just going to have to lay low for a couple weeks. By next week, no one will even remember. I don't think their names have been released or anything like that. And if they have, I'm not going to look it up, because to me, they've already, they lost their job. So there you go. Because I don't, now, but I also have to look at it from another standpoint, because what if it was my girl they was making fun of, or whatever the case may be? What if it was my sister or something like that, or my cousin or whatever? I'm sure I would feel some type of way. But again, I understand, and that's the position of being in that field, being in that world. I understand both sides of the coin, because it gets like that sometimes. Like, this ain't, yeah, it gets like that. And sometimes, a lot of the nurses, they talk about their frustrations and everything like that. But again, as a healthcare professional, somebody that takes an oath to do no harm, and, dealing with HIPAA and all that kind of stuff, and you're just putting yourself in a bad light. You're putting yourself in a bad light when you do something like that. You dig? And that's even made me careful with what I put online, what I put on the internet, because people could be watching. Well, people are watching. I've gotten recognized several times in public. I've gotten recognized several times at different locations and everything like that. People are watching. I mean, it's not it's nothing to, it is what it is. But it is what it is. So let's continue. Let's continue. So hold on, wait, is this another video? Oh, I think that oh shoot. I think that's just a picture of the girl. Okay. But they dropped their TikTok names though. All 4 nurses was dismissed by the hospital for the video. They dropped their TikToks. So they done made them TikTok famous. Nurses also poked fun at expectant mothers in a viral clip. The delivery room desertion drew a torrent of outrage and concern from online observers, many of whom said the nurses should not be denouncing those they are meant to be caring for. I get that part. I get that part. I really do. I get that part. So let's see. Imagine saying these things with women at their most vulnerable moment in our lives, one poster said. Yeah, yeah. And this is a statement from the hospital. Let me see. They had to get on a PR game. They had to get on a PR game. This is the statement from the hospital. Emory Healthcare is committed to providing empathetic, high-quality care to our community, and our patients come first. We are aware of a TikTok video that included disrespectful and unprofessional comments about maternity patients at Emory University Hospital Midtown. We have investigated the situation and taken appropriate actions with the former employees responsible for the video. It says the video does not represent our commitment to a patients and family-centered care and falls far short of the values. Hold on. I don't know why that did that. Let me see. Falls short of the values and standards we expect every member of our team to hold and demonstrate. At no time should our patients ever feel they are not being treated with care and respect. Every patient at Emory Healthcare deserves to be cared for by a compassionate, experienced team in a comfortable and safe environment. I bet. That was the statement put out by the hospital. This video does not. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's just a statement. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. They were fired. They were fired. Maybe online is not where you need to talk about certain situations if you are in the healthcare world. Maybe you shouldn't be online talking about it. But I do feel like there are there are ways to do it. I think it was the tonality of the way the video was presented. That's probably what the people had a problem with. I think it was just the tonality and the sarcasm. But I feel like if they possibly would have came on camera in a way, say if they had like a YouTube channel like mine or something like that, and they were like, here are some of the difficulties of dealing with, or working in labor and delivery. Is this, is that, if they would have presented it in a more probably professional manner, then people may have been more understanding of the video. But it seems like they took a satire approach, and that was what it was. The hospital didn't appreciate that. It was a bad look for the hospital. It was a bad look for them, period. I don't think anything is really going to happen to them, though. They probably had a job that day. So, I don't think anything of real repercussions is going to happen. I really don't. But it is what it is. The hospital just lost 4 nurses. And that's the thing. And that's another thing you have to think about. The hospital just lost 4 nurses, labor and delivery nurses at that. So not only did they lose 4 nurses, they lost 4 nurses who are trained in a certain specialty, and a high-paying specialty at that. Now, who knows how long they've invested into training these nurses? You know what I'm saying? How long have they invested in training these nurses? How long they've invested into putting money and time and resources behind these nurses to become efficient at what they do? This is something that you also have to take in consideration as a business owner as well. Because a lot of jobs don't like to train you for a year and a half and then just for you to go somewhere else. Now, again, I don't think any harm came to patients that were taken care of by these particular nurses. So I wouldn't be surprised if the hospital hired them back after 90 days. I really wouldn't, because the press will be died down. They'll probably just make them sign some sort of agreement that you won't post on TikTok or something like that. I wouldn't be surprised if they were back at those hospitals, because with the shortage that it is today, and if they were good at what they did, they probably would be and they didn't kill anybody, they didn't hurt anybody or anything like that. I don't know. Because I can just imagine that meeting right now, like them in the meeting right now, like, look, this is a bad look for the hospital. But I'm sure they probably came to some sort of agreement, like, look, I need y'all to lay low for a while. I understand this, we got this bad press on the hospital right now. People are upset. Y'all just need to chill for a minute. We'll let y'all back in about 60 days when people done forgot about this and they done moved on with their lives. Y'all just chill out on social media, and then we'll bring y'all back, because I'm going to tell you right now, you have ICUs around the country that are shutting down. You have all types of bad things going on within the nursing world. You have a crazy shortage right now. And I'm sorry, I just don't. Again, I understand why they fired them. I really do. I get it. It makes sense. From a business standpoint, I would have done the same thing. But from, a personal standpoint, with seeing the situations the way they are now, if they were good nurses and everything like that, and they just happen to do something crazy like that, yeah, we're gonna let it die down for a couple months. We'll bring them back. They just gotta chill on social media, because they done threw all their social media out there. If it was me that got caught up out there like that, if I was one of the nurses that got fired, see me, I'm a different breed though. Like, I'm a different breed though, so I'm not gonna say that, but because had it been me, I probably would just found another job that day. You know what I'm saying? But some people, they're not cool with just moving like that and moving to different environments and all that kind of stuff. But had it been me, I'd been like, all right, deuces. You know what I'm saying? I would have came out and I would have apologized to anybody who was offended. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would have been like, I'm sorry if I made you feel some type of way. My sincerest of apologies. It was satire. I didn't mean for, to offend anybody. I was just talking about what we go through. Blasey, blasey, splee. I would have did a public apology, and I probably just would have moved on. Because I guarantee you, it's a hospital somewhere that'll take them. They probably found a job within 10, 15 minutes. It's that easy. That's why I'm doing my regular job challenge to see what the difference gonna be. But again, if you're gonna be on TikTok as a healthcare professional, you need to be very aware of what you're posting about. What's going on, Finney? What's up, Brandon? You need to be very aware of what you posting about, because it could cost you. Like, it could really cost you that bag, and you don't want to fumble the bag, because a lot of nurses have been fumbling the bag. Now, for the people that just joined, I'm gonna play the video one more time. I'm gonna play it one more time because they talking about their icks. So they're talking about pretty much what annoys them with being a labor and delivery nurse. So we're gonna do this one more time.
My ick is when you ask me how much the baby weighs, and it's still in your hands.
Dad comes outside and asks for a paternity test right outside the room door.
Saying you don't want any pain medicine, no epidural, but you are at an 8 out of 10 pain with just a Servanil, and you're still closed, fingertip.
When we've already told you to push a call light, but every 5 minutes, your family member coming at the front desk asking for something
Excuse me,
else.
can I have a blanket?
Another ick, when you're going room to room between one baby mama and your other baby mama.
Oh no.
Ick.
It's the unlimited trips to the.
The baby mama one. Can you imagine the baby mamas getting offended? I can imagine that. The baby mamas calling the hospital like, hey, I seen these nurses talking about me and my baby daddy and the other baby mama, and we had our babies at the same time. I'm offended. I am offended. What you gonna do about it? I need them to get fired. So what? We had a baby by the same dusty nigga. Who cares? Anyway, I'm just playing. I'm about to get up out of here, y'all. Going on vacation pretty soon. Actually, we leave tomorrow, fly out tomorrow. Be on the lookout of how LPN School Changed My Life travel vlogs popping off one more time. Getting on a Celebrity Summit cruise ship, 5 days. It's gonna be popping. It's gonna be popping. So I need to pack. I haven't packed, and I gotta go to work. And they told me that I didn't have to come in tonight if I didn't want to, but man, I'm gonna go. But it's been real. Y'all hit that like button for me on the way in and on the way out. I would have greatly appreciate it. Hit that like button, subscribe button, notification bell so you don't miss any of the content. We are almost at 3,000 subscribers. I would help it. I would love it if you could help me get there. You know what I'm saying? By the end of January, I'd appreciate that. Working on our next milestone goal of 10,000 subs. You dig? So that's the next milestone goal, 10,000 subs. And I would greatly appreciate it if y'all could help me get there. So anyway, I'm about to get up out of here. So until next time, if you don't do nothing else, get paid. Young Nerds get paid. Peace.